welcome back to my channel. As you see here, we have special guest Erin. Erin's Bright Ideas is here to share more helpful tips that you need to repair and maintain things around your house on a budget. So this is part 2 of our Erin Suggestions series. Erin has put together a list of 5 things that you need to be able to do basic maintenance on your car. So if you haven't checked out the video where he's talking about 5 things you need to do maintenance around your home, check that video out. But this is all about the car. Bonus on this video is one of the things that he's going to mention that you need to work on your car. You also need to work on your house. So it's a twofer, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so these are things that Erin put together for someone who is basically starting from scratch. Let's say you just moved out on your own, or you have finally decided that you're gonna start doing some maintenance on your car all on your own, and you need to know what are some very basic tools that you need to just get started. So Erin's gonna tell you the 5 things he thinks that you should get. As we start talking about all of these tools, they will be linked down below. I'll talk about how much they are, and then you can go down and click on the link if you are interested in buying any of them. So it's important to note that the prices that we are sharing on this video is what they are today. They might change. Amazon prices sometimes change, sometimes things become unavailable and whatnot. So keep in mind, we're sharing the prices as of today making this video. They might change as time goes on. Maybe they'll become even cheaper. What is the first item?
Starting with the first item, we have the set of screwdrivers, both large and small. That's going to be the bonus item, which is also included in the items needed to make repairs around your house.
So screwdrivers, big and small, and the set that we have linked down below is $36, and it has all different kinds of screwdrivers with different ends. What are those called?
This is a flathead and a Phillips end.
But they're just called ends. Are these magnetic?
Yeah, they are.
Are all screwdrivers magnetic?
No, that's what you get when you buy a higher quality set.
Interesting. So why would you get a $36 set of screwdrivers over like a $10 set from Harbor Freight?
For several reasons. The Harbor Freight set is more likely to break or damage the screw that you're screwing into. These are also magnetic. Cheaper sets are not magnetic, and when you're working on a car, I don't know about you, but my arms don't fit into a car very well because I'm a larger person, and if you drop a screw, it's really hard to get back sometimes. You may not even be able to find it, and when it's magnetic, it will be more likely that you won't lose a screw or hear one drop, and then you look under the car and it's not under the car, and it's like, well crap, now I have to find it.
Okay, so not just any screwdriver set, a pretty good quality screwdriver set, especially when you're working on your car. I feel like you don't want to get something that's gonna like strip a screw, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so screwdriver set. This is something that's important to have both working on your car and working on your house. What's next?
Next we have a socket driver and a socket set. Most of the time you're going to use a metric socket set. Most cars have metric bolts on them, and so there's really not a lot of need anymore to have standard socket sets. So this set goes all the way from 10 millimeter, which is one of the more common bolt sizes on a car, all the way up to 18 millimeter. 10 and 12 are going to be your most common sizes on a car, and this tool, the socket driver, is used to drive the sockets, which screws bolts on and off of a car.
So what kinds of things would you use this for? Like if I wanted to repair something on a car and I have no idea how to do anything, what would I use this for?
I mean, it could be quite literally anything on a car to repair. Like if you want to change your oil, you're going to need some sort of a socket or end wrench to change your oil. There are countless things on a car. Almost everything has some sort of a bolt that this could be used for.
So the set that we linked down below is $19, and it includes what? Both of these things?
Yes.
What is this? The handle?
That's what turns these.
Is it called the handle?
No. It's called a socket driver.
Socket driver and?
Sockets.
Sockets. Okay, what's next?
Next we have set of end wrenches. These are also used in combination with sockets, but sometimes it's much easier to use one of these than it is a socket, depending on where it is in the car and how much room you have to maneuver and manipulate the bolt on the car.
So the set we have linked down below is $55 for the wrench set.
Right.
If someone found something cheaper, why would you want to get a more expensive version of this?
Similar to the screwdrivers, a more expensive set is going to have higher quality metal in it and is less likely to damage any bolt on your car. And especially when you're working on a car and cars are very expensive, you don't want to make any mistakes and you don't want the bolts to be damaged while you're working on them. It can make your life really miserable in that moment, and you may not be able to repair the item if you've damaged a bolt on something.
Ooh. So you invest a little more in the tool, so then you don't have to take it to a shop and have them fix your error.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you said this wrench set does similar things to the socket set.
Right.
You just might need both to get all the thingies and the doodads.
Or you might need this, let's pretend you need a 13 millimeter, but you have to screw something on one side and you have to hold it on the other.
Ooh.
So you might need both of these to accomplish that.
All right. Next we have
a very basic item, an oil funnel. I chose this one because it fits really well on most of my cars. You'll notice it's in a glass jar.
does this glass jar come with it?
The glass jar does not come
Oh,
with
do you need to buy a container of blue cheese dressing for this purpose?
Any container could work for this.
Okay.
I use this because after I'm done pouring oil in the car and you take the funnel and you're done with it, there's always going to be a little bit of oil in here, and I just don't want it to drip all over my garage.
So the funnel is for putting oil into the car.
Yes.
So this is, if you're doing an oil change, you need a funnel.
Right.
The funnel we linked down below is $5. If you found a cheaper funnel, could you buy a cheaper funnel?
Yeah, there's really not a difference in funnels.
So if someone found like a $20 funnel and someone was like, this is the best funnel you can buy, is it necessary to buy the best funnel?
I'd probably laugh at that person.
But if I went into a store and someone was like, you really need this funnel, I might believe it because I have no idea what I'm doing.
This is the funnel plated in gold.
No, so any funnel will do.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, Aaron, what's next?
Next we have an oil pan. This is used for many
That's
purposes. Dirty. It is dirty, isn't it? It'll be oil in there. So you drain oil into it. You can drain other liquids from the car into it. I suggest getting a larger one. It'll leave less opportunity while you're draining things to go all over your floor and more opportunity for it to go in the oil pan and less of a mess.
So the funnel and the oil pan are primarily for changing oil.
Yeah.
Okay. So the oil pan that we have linked down below is $17, and that's a pretty, like, is it the same as the funnel where it's like, you know, an oil pan's an oil pan?
Yeah, there's not really like an advantage to spending more money on one. You're just going to want to make sure you buy one that's large enough for the car you're draining oil out of, one that's large enough to prevent a mess on the floor. And this one has a spout on it, which makes it easier to empty the oil into an oil container or milk jug for recycling.
And the one that we have linked down below has a spout on it too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the 5 things that you need that are under $150 together to repair your car is a screwdriver set. If you have a screwdriver set or you got one based on the home video, then you don't need these because you already have them. The screwdriver set, what are these called?
Sockets and socket driver.
Okay, what are these called?
And wrenches.
Wrenches, okay. A funnel doesn't need to be gold plated.
Let's go back. Specifically, these end wrenches are combination end wrenches, and they are also ratcheting.
Oh.
So it makes your life a little bit easier when you're using them, and working on cars, it's definitely worth it.
So not just wrenches, ratcheting, and wrenches. Okay. And a funnel.
And a funnel.
And a Lighthouse blue cheese dressing jar.
Right.
Or comparable.
I think I've used that jar for like 10 years.
Wonder when the expiration date, if there's an expiration date on it. That'd be funny. I think it's on the lid usually. Yeah. Anyways, so those things and then the oil pan. Those are the 5 things that you need. But as a bonus, we have something else. So this is a 6th thing. This is not something that you absolutely need, but would make your life a lot easier, right?
Especially for oil changes.
What is it, Aaron?
This is a car ramp, so you can roll your cars up onto it and give you a little bit of room underneath the car. Really helpful for working on smaller cars, or even sometimes smaller SUVs are really difficult to get under to change your oil.
So you just need one of them?
You need 2 of them.
Oh.
The other one's in the garage.
Okay. So we linked down below a pretty good deal that we found. We decided to do this as a bonus because it's not necessary, but we found a pretty good deal on Amazon for this car ramp set for $35. It has $20 shipping, but still a pretty good deal. So that's it. These are all things that you would need if you are going to start doing some work on your car. Remember, doing your own work saves you a lot of money. This guy right here has saved us a ton of money on car repairs. He has a lot more tools than this, but this is just your starter pack. These are things you need to get started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you like this video. Leave us a comment down below if there are some other things that you want Aaron to put together, tools that you might need, or other sorts of suggestions. While you're down there, make sure to press that red subscribe button so you never miss a video. And we'll see you next time. Bye.